work when you're supposed to work. You don't chill out when you're supposed to be working.
97.7 ESPN, The Zone. Welcome to the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by the Huntsville Sports Commission. Call into the Neighbors Wealth Management Hotline now, 256-576-4977. That's 256-576-4977. Now, here's your host, Scott Tyson.
And good evening. Welcome in to the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by the Huntsville Sports Commission. It is week 2 of the high school football season. Several teams across North Alabama playing their third game of the season. Everybody across North Alabama playing their first region game of the year. Oh boy, that little fall nip in the air, just a hint with the breeze blowing. What a beautiful night it was for high school football all across North Alabama, and we have got some exciting finishes tonight. Hold on, got to write one down there on the column. All right, so tonight we break into region play, and so with that, let's jump right into Class 7A.
Class 7A scores.
In a game that was heard over in the Huntsville area on 97.7 ESPN Zone, their high school football network. Sparkman entertaining Austin tonight. And safe to say the Austin run game last week was dominant in that win against Decatur. Gavin Fuqua, 160 yards, 3 touchdowns in a half and 1 drive last week. Expectations awfully high with his Austin team. The feeling around the Black Bears is that this could be their best team since they went 12-1 in 2017. Sparkman, though, all-time against Austin, 3-2 since the Black Bears moved into Class 7A. Sparkman, 3 of the last 4 overall. They've won 3 of the last 4 of the overall. They have yet to give up any points in 6 quarters of play this season. Something was going to give tonight out in Harvest. And the Austin Black Bears would score with 4 minutes left. They convert the 2-point conversion. They would trail Sparkman 21-18. Sparkman would lead this one for pretty much the get-go. Austin would drive. Closing seconds of the ball game, Austin with a chance to tie. The field goal is off the mark. Sparkman celebrates a 3-0 start on the year, 21-18. The Sparkman Senators grab the first Class 7A Region 4 win for them this season. Austin, oh boy, tough one for head coach Jeremy Perkins and company. It was a rivalry game inside Milton Frank Stadium. The 52nd meeting between Huntsville and Grissom. Huntsville has won the last, they've won the last 4 in the series played. Okay, in fact, the Crimson Panthers have won 11 out of the last 12 games that have been played on the field. Grissom got by Hazel Green last week, 42-7. Huntsville fell in their opener on the road to Oxford, 35-6. The Crimson Panthers looked pretty good for about 2.5 quarters in that matchup. Oxford does run away with it. Tonight at Milton Frank Stadium, the Huntsville Crimson Panthers run away from the Grissom Tigers. They get a win tonight, 31-0. We stay with the rivalry theme in Class 7A Region 4. The 12th meeting between Bob Jones and James Clemens. Bob Jones, the home team on the scoreboard tonight at Madison City School Stadium. James Clemens has won 4 out of the last 5 meetings between this Patriots and the Jets. Bob Jones looking for their first win in their 3rd game this season. James Clemens coming in 1-1 on the year, and this one would be all James Clemens. They pull away from Bob Jones tonight, 40-13. Just waiting to see the Albertville Florence scored, and that would complete our 7A Region 4 games for the night. We move into Class 6A.
Class 6A scores.
All right, we're going to start you off with Class 6A Region 8. In a game that was heard over in Huntsville on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. Gadsden City tops Buckhorn tonight 49-14. A game that was played last night, Fort Payne over Mae Jemison 61-13. Class 6A Region 7, Muscle Shoals started the night, ranked number 5 in Class 5A, and they have no problems tonight with Columbia. The Trojans sail 42-0. You look at what Muscle Shoals has coming up over the next couple weeks. Let's go inside the numbers with the Trojans as they came in tonight again, ranked number 5 in all of Class 5A. Muscle Shoals has a showdown next week with Athens. Now, Athens had a big one tonight. They were looking for their first 3-0 start since 2006. Why is 2006 important? That was the year that the Athens Golden Eagles won the 5A state championship. Okay, now tonight's win for everybody. Okay, this isn't just for Athens, but tonight's win, it's not going to win you a region championship. You're not going to lose a region championship either. So that's the good news. You're going to notch that big win, but nothing is lost or gained. Athens does get a 44-10 win tonight over Decatur. So the Athens Golden Eagles and head coach Cody Gross, they have their first 3-0 start since 2006. Again, the year they won the 5A state championship. Hartselle, remember Hartselle? They opened the season with a tough loss to Austin that snapped their 23-game regular season win streak. Since then, all the Hartselle Golden Tigers have done is just rebound with win after win. They've started again a streak of 2. They came in tonight ranked 6th in Class 6A. They flexed their muscles over Coleman 45-0. Now, this rivalry hasn't been much of a rivalry the past 2 seasons. The Tigers have dominated the Bearcats by a combined score of 69-7. That was before figuring in tonight's 45-0 win. If you figure in the 45 points tonight, it's 114-17. Hartselle dominating that Coleman rivalry. All right, let's hit the pause button on the scores. Let's go out to the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show hotline. He was on the track tonight. He was way out east, and I mean east. He was over in Stevenson. Jimmy Lay from AL.com with us, helping us with a little Westminster Christian, among others, tonight. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hey, guys. A big win for Westminster tonight, 56-28. Brandon Bush, 8 total touchdowns, 4 rushing, 4 passing, 462 total yards. It seemed like maybe it was a blowout, but North Jackson didn't quit. They kept fighting. But as they kept scoring, it made Westminster just have to keep on scoring more, and that's what they did.
So Brandon Bush, again, 8 touchdowns on the night, Jimmy. I mean, when you're writing a Westminster article, does it just seem like a broken record every time you type in his name?
Well, it makes it easy to keep up with his totals. I mean, now, let's see, he started the season with 131 total, and I guess that puts him, that's 12 touchdowns so far this year, so he's got 143, I guess, total touchdowns, and he's getting close to 11,000 yards, so, yeah, the numbers keep adding up.
That is impressive, and that is an impressive win as well, because traveling over to Stevenson, taking on North Jackson, who has been a perennial playoff team, that is not an easy place to play. And, again, a big win for Coach Louis LeBlanc's squad.
Yeah, it's the first time they've ever won at North Jackson. They were up, they were up 28-14 at the half. North Jackson, 35-14 at the half, and North Jackson scored on their first 2 possessions. They sort of traded scores, and then they got tired a little bit. North Jackson did. Had some guys who were a little banged up. Defense stepped up, played better in the fourth quarter. But they didn't take their foot off the pedal. Last season, Westminster was up 55-18 with 7 minutes to go in the third quarter, and it ended up being 55-39. So I think they learned a lesson from last year not to take their foot off the pedal. They didn't. Got the big. Now they're 1-0 in 4A Region 8.
And they get St. John Paul II next week. Randolph gets the best of St. John Paul II tonight, 46-12. It is a home game next week, and then at Randolph the following week.
That's right. Coach LeBlanc wouldn't want you to talk about 2 weeks from now. He wants to
I know.
1 week at a time. But if we do that, that's exactly what we do. We start looking ahead and start, playing around with numbers. I think Priceville got a big win over Madison County tonight. So that put them 1-0. Also, as you said, Randolph won. I don't have the other scores as far as Region 8 and 4A, but it's going to tighten up, and it's wide open,
All right, Jimmy, safe travels back, and thank you for the phone call tonight, bud.
You got it. Have a good night.
It's Jimmy Lay from AL.com helping us with Westminster Christian Academy on the road tonight over in North Jackson. Brandon Mush continues to just put up the numbers again. 56-28, Westminster Christian a winner tonight. 8 touchdowns for Brandon Mush, 4 on the ground and 4 in the air. All right, let's jump back into the scores. How about some 5A scores?
Class 5A scores.
All right, Class 5A Region 8, we settle in a non-region game. West Point and Vinemont 33-28. Had to double check on that one when the schedules came out. And yes, it is a non-region game. Russellville, they looked impressive tonight. They down Lawrence County 37-7. The Russellville Golden Tigers have looked impressive to start the year. And Russellville, they are a perfect 3-0 on the season. Russellville with a win over Grissom, Deschler, and now Lawrence County to start the year. Fairview downs East Limestone tonight, 56-21. The game of the night in Class 5A Region 8 has to belong to Brewer and Ardmore. Brewer goes on the road tonight to take on Ardmore. Ardmore would score, with 3 minutes left. The 2-point conversion failed. That is big. Tigers would get the ball back. Ardmore would get the ball back. Brewer's defense would hold and force a turnover on downs. Brewer escapes with a road win tonight, 21-19 over Ardmore. Brewer is 2-1 on the year. Brewer has wins against Hansville and now Ardmore. Their only setback was last week, a 28-13 setback on the road at Arab. 3 straight road games for Brewer to start the year. They will be back at home next week as they jump back into region play to take on East Limestone, then Lawrence County. Then they'll step back out of region to in the month of September. Class 5A Region 7 we go. Speaking of the Arab Knights, they get a 21-14 win over Douglas. Head coach Lee Osmond and company, they now move to a perfect 3-0 on the season. And just want to make sure. So it is 42-0. So Hartzell did get a best of Coleman 42-0, not 45-0. We said 45. We'd gotten a call. 45. We had 42 from our staff of interns. That's why we bring the best interns in the business, Chad. That's why we bring them all in. That's why we have, I think, 13 of them this evening doing all the work for us. And they told us 45. They told us 42. We asked if they were confident. They said yes, 42. It was 42.
Yeah, we get the best secrets. We try to find the best stats for sure. I get it. It's a late night.
Staff. Even though you forget, this is 3 weeks in a row. Yeah. You have forgotten the pizza for the interns.
Yes.
That's okay.
It's okay.
We will make it up for them at some point.
There's receipts. I keep receipts. It's okay.
At some point, we will make it up for them. I promise. We'll bring them ice cream one night or something. I don't know. We will We will take care of the staff. All right, so let's jump into some Class 4A scores.
Class 4A scores.
All right, Class 4A Region 8 again. Randolph 46-12 winners over St. John Paul II. Westminster Christian 56-28 winners over North Jackson. And Priceville again of Madison County. Priceville wins 48-21. Want to hit Class 4A Region 7. Deschler at home tonight, taking on West Limestone. And the Deschler Tigers, they have been, we talk about impressive teams to start the year. The Deschler Tigers have been impressive in region play. They were in search of their first win period of the season, was the Deschler Tigers. Now, when you open up against Madison Academy in your season opener, Madison Academy started the night ranked number 4 in all of Class 3A. They are a powerful team. Then you follow that up by having to take on Russellville. You get challenged those first 2 weeks of the year. Still, though, Deschler, a very impressive program. They get a 55-14 win tonight over West Limestone. They will be back at home next week against East Lawrence. Then they will be back home for region play on the 22nd of September to take on Wilson. So a chance for Deschler to pick up some back-to-back region wins before stepping out of region play. Chad, do we got that? Do we have anything from Central Florence, Wilson, and West Morgan Brooks?
Yes, Central Florence is a winner 55-14 over Wilson. Do not see a West Morgan Brooks, but it is a huge score right now. It still says it's in the fourth quarter, something like that. And I believe last time I saw it was like 76-36,
okay.
West Morgan. So
what do we know
we'll see what happens when it's done.
What do we know about Rogers and East Lawrence? Have we seen
Rogers and East Lawrence? Rogers 36, East Lawrence 28.
All right, so Rogers with a 36-28 win tonight, and make sure you tell the staff that we need to focus on West Morgan and Brooks. Class 4A Region 6, Cherokee County came in tonight ranked second in all of Class 4A, and they flex it a little bit tonight over Good Hope, 35-0. Class 4A Region 5, I've got Dora 61, Curry 14, Haleyville 36, Cordova 21. All right, it's 10:18. We got to get a break in. We got 4 quarters of play tonight here on the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by the Huntsville Sports Commission. Need to get our first time out in. We haven't even gotten to 3A, 2A, and 1A yet. We've got to get there. We'll do so when we return.
Did you know the state's top-ranked private school is here in Huntsville? What about one of the nation's few Orton-Gillingham Academy accredited schools? At Randolph School, our experienced teachers and coaches challenge and nurture students as they prepare for college and life. Our pre-K through 12 school includes Greengate School at Randolph, serving students with dyslexia. Parents, we know that you are your child's biggest advocate, and we invite you to explore your education options. Schedule a tour at randolphschool.net.
Are you tired of chasing a roofing contractor to show up on time, or even show up at all? I'm Sam Fleming with Fleming Roofing and Restoration. Our motto at Fleming Roofing is we show up. Our goal at Fleming Roofing is to provide the reliable customer service that you deserve, and we have the resources to meet all of your roofing needs: residential, commercial, industrial, replacement, or repairs. We are manufacturer certified for roof coatings, single-ply membranes, and asphalt shingles. Whenever you need a roofing professional you can count on, call Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We are committed to finding the solution that meets your needs. We don't have quotas or heavy-handed sales tactics. Fleming Roofing, we have expert experience. We show up. Free estimates, residential, commercial, industrial, replacement, or repairs. Check us out at FlemingHSV.com. FlemingHSV.com. When you need a quick response, it's Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
When I chose a garage door company, I did my homework. I needed Precision Overhead Garage Door Service. They have a 5-star Google rating. I checked their reviews and liked what their customers had to say. Precision Overhead Garage Door has lifetime warranty packages. Same-day service if I call before 2 p.m. If they can't make it the same day, my service call fee the next day is waived. They did a 25-point safety inspection on the door and operator. Now that's peace of mind. Residential, commercial, and gate services. Precision Overhead Garage Door Service. Call 256-400-4500.
Tom Abraham here from my friend Brian Hamaker and his team at North Alabama Mortgage. Look, buying a home is the biggest purchase you will make in your life, and it can be a bit intimidating, so you want people that can help walk you through the mortgage process and get you the best deal possible. That's what North Alabama Mortgage does, and they do it in Alabama, Tennessee, and Florida, from first-time purchases to refis, conventional, VA, FHA, and USDA loans. They have the solution at North Alabama Mortgage. Visit NorthAlabamaMortgage.com to learn more. That's NorthAlabamaMortgage.com.
Hey there, Bob Baumhauer here to enjoy another great football season with y'all. And guess what? The salmon are running, so make sure you try our delicious lemon garlic salmon. And for you land lovers, try our sizzling char grill flat iron Callaway steak, complemented with our special shrimp etouffee. And you'll definitely want to tackle our Alabama hot chicken, smothered in our zesty and tangy, immune-boosting special Alabama hot sauce. Baumhauer's legendary fun and legendary food.
You've got to experience Toyotathon at Bill Penny Toyota. They've got the selection with over 700 new Toyotas to choose from. And they've got the extras with Bill Penny perks and a 10-year unlimited warranty. So get on over to Bill Penny Toyota today and experience Toyotathon. Bill Penny Toyota in Huntsville and online at BillPennyToyota.com. Bill Penny's Toyota 10-year unlimited warranty is valid through the 10th year of ownership. Valid on new vehicles only. See dealer for details.
Listen to the Bama Recap Show each Sunday morning at 11, presented by Freedom Marine Center on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
All right, welcome back to the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by the Huntsville Sports Commission. Want to welcome our audience on 97.7 ESPN The Zone in Huntsville, 100.1 FM WLAY in Florence, Muscle Shoals, and 105.9 WKLS in Gadsden, Anniston. Welcome in to week 2 of the high school football season. More importantly, week 1 of region play, and it's always nice to grab your first region win. It's even more special when you grab your first region win in your first year as head coach of a new program. And Blake Killen has done just that. The Lexington Golden Bears get a win tonight, 33-22 over Red Bay. Lexington now starting the year 2-1 on the season. And Blake Killen, kind enough to join us tonight on the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show Hotline. Coach, congratulations and welcome in.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all having us on tonight.
33-22 winners tonight, Lexington over Red Bay. Coach, take us through the game and what was going right tonight?
Well, Red Bay has a really good football team, and we knew it, and I've been very nervous about it all week. And I don't know if you followed our game last week or not, but we went to Pisgah and got beat pretty bad. Started really slow and got down. So, all week this week we preached we're going to start fast. Like that's all we cared about was trying to start fast. And tonight we don't really get off to a fast start. They come down, score first. We go down 8-0, and then we answer back and make it 8-6. And then we're able to score and go up 14-8, and we kind of battle back. And we end up being up 27-16 at halftime, and then we challenged our guys to start the second half fast. And the second half was more of a back and forth defensive struggle. They scored once in the second half, and we scored once, and ended at 33-22. And we came up with 3 big interceptions in the second half and some big defensive stops, and that was the key to the game. Really proud of our defense. And we scored every time we had the ball in the first half, but in the second half, when we stalled a little bit. We had to punt a couple times, but every time we stalled, our defense came up with a turnover or came up with a sack or a turnover on down. So I thought our defense played really, really well tonight.
Coach, offensively, who kind of stood out to you tonight?
Byron Lane, and I know you guys are mostly in Huntsville, and I don't know if you know much about him, but he was a 1,000-yard back last year, and he's been over 100 every game this year, and he had 196 yards and 4 touchdowns tonight. So we leaned on him a little bit. And then Wyatt Prado was another running back who was over 100 yards tonight. So those two guys, I mean, we had 2 guys over 100 yards, and that's always big, but that was huge. They combined for 300-something yards and 5 touchdowns.
And then defensively?
Defensively, same. Wyatt Prado had the interception at the end of the game. He picked one off in the end zone that sealed the win. Braden Allen had an interception, and Noah LeMay had an interception. He run it back 80 yards, and it got called back because of a block in the back. Would have been a touchdown. It really broke the game open. But, those 3 guys had big picks. Ivan Hammond come up with a big sack. I think Tanner Nesbitt had a big sack. It was really by committee on defense. I thought, we played a bunch of guys, and we rolled a bunch of different linebackers and defensive linemen in the game, and they all played well. I'm really proud of our defense because we've struggled, and tonight they really played well for 4 quarters.
Well, Coach, you get to go to the drawing board a little bit next week. You're off next week before resuming play on the 22nd of September against Tharptown. So how do you take advantage of this early bye week?
Well, it comes at a good time for us. We do have some dings and bruises, and it's going to be a good opportunity for us to get some guys healthy. And we've also got a couple positions where we've got to find some more guys and add some depth, and we're going to work on that over the bye week. So we're going to we'll probably practice 3 days next week and try to get healthy and just try to add depth at a couple of positions. It's kind of what we've talked about after the game tonight.
All right, Coach. Blake Killen, head coach of the Lexington Golden Bears, kind enough to join us tonight. Coach, congratulations. Enjoy some of that bye week downtime.
Well, man, we appreciate it, and thank you guys for everything. Have a good night.
All right, Blake Killen with us. The Golden Bears of Lexington, victorious tonight, 33-22. Again, want to welcome everybody on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone in Huntsville, 100.1 FM WLAY in Florence and Muscle Shoals, and 105.9 WKLS in Gadsden and Anniston. We do have a final from Albertville, I should say. The Florence Falcons soaring to take on Albertville tonight. And I wrote something down to help me with this one. All right, 113 miles. That's the trek from Florence to Albertville for their region opener. They had to go 113 miles. Not easy. Albertville looking for that first region win. They have not gotten one since September 16th of 2021. It's been a dry spell. Florence, a perfect 3-0 against the Aggies since Albertville joined Class 7A Region 4. In fact, coming into tonight, they've outscored Albertville 155 to 18. Tonight, they add to it a 28-6 win. And we were looking and wanting that West Morgan score as West Morgan was taking on Brooks, and we got it during the break. And I had to double check this one because I was like, wow, this is a basketball score. Truly a basketball score. West Morgan downs Brooks tonight 83-56. Now, did the math. West Morgan led this one 42-32 at the half. West Morgan scored 34 points in the third quarter alone in tonight's contest. They followed that up with 7 in the fourth. So West Morgan's box score looks like this: 28 in the first, 14 in the second, 34 in the third, and 7 in the fourth. Brooks, 56 points is going to win you. It's going to win a ball game pretty much every night. Brooks scored 26 in the first, 6 in the second, 14 in the third, and 10 in the fourth. That's why we were just getting that score, 83-53. So your Class 4A Region 7 scores: Rogers gets a win over East Lawrence, 36-28. Deschler over West Limestone, 55-14. Central Florence over Wilson, 55-14. And West Morgan over Brooks, 83-56. So that takes care of Class 4A Region 7. All right, we have not touched on Class 3A yet.
Class 3A scores.
All right, Class 3A Region 8, the top-ranked team in Class 3A belongs to Mars Hill. They were at home tonight taking on Colbert Heights. And, Chad, have we come up with that one yet, Mars Hill?
I've not seen a final on that one. It still says 54-0 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, okay.
They're still big.
Somehow, I think, yeah. All right, so Mars Hill does look well on their way to staying the top-ranked team in Class 3A. Lauderdale County at home tonight taking on Clements. Lauderdale County gets a 59-9 win. Phil Campbell and Elkmont, have we seen that one come across the scoreboards?
Yes, we have. Elkmont at home, 22 better than Phil Campbell, 44-22.
Wow. How about the Elkmont Red Devils? Let's I know we got to get a break in, but I want to talk about Elkmont here for 2 seconds. Because head coach Chris Bunio and company, they have something cooking going on there. They are 3-0 on the young season, is Elkmont. Now, they have Lauderdale County and Mars Hill coming up in back-to-back weeks. That's how they are going to spend the next 2 weeks, at Lauderdale County and at Mars Hill. Why is the 3-0 start big for Elkmont? Because the 3 wins that they have right now, that's the most for the program since 2014. That was the last time Elkmont has made it to the playoffs. They were 8-3 that year. They finished 8-3. They finished 5-2 in the region in 2014. That was the last time that they have had 3 or more wins in a year. Congratulations to Chris Bunio and the Elkmont Red Devils. They are 3-0 on the season. Class 3A Region 7, Susan Moore blanks Danville 33-0. Madison Academy, your 4th-ranked team in Class 3A at home tonight, taking on JB Pennington to kick off region play. Mustangs had to work for this one. They get it done 26-21. Geraldine, fresh off that win over Fife last week, back in the win column again this week. In fact, Geraldine came in ranked 7th in Class 3A. They win 35-3. Boy, oh boy, how about that? Can we anticipate a Geraldine Madison Academy matchup? Can we look forward to that one? Well, I don't think they're in that same region. I think someone fooled us, Chad. I think someone fooled us because they are not in the same region. There you go. That's what you get when you listen to the Alabama High School.
We can make those types of mistakes late at night.
That's what you get when you listen to the State Association. Class 3A Region 6, Sylvania and Piedmont. Anyway, Geraldine is a winner tonight. That we do know. Class 3A Region 6, Piedmont and Sylvania. Sylvania comes in 9th in 3A. Piedmont comes in ranked 8th in 3A. Sylvania gets a 23-7 win over Piedmont. Hoax Bluff over Glencoe, 47-7. All right, let's dip into the break, shall we? It's 10:33. We got to get one in here. It's the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by the Huntsville Sports Commission.
Tom Luganbill here for my friends at Woody Anderson Ford. Bobby White and his team take great pride in their service department, and you can see it the moment you walk into those beautiful new service lanes. And just like a championship team, they all work together to make sure your experience is second to none, whether you drive a Ford or not. Also, check out the gold certified pre-owned inventory at Woody Anderson Ford for great deals every day. Stop by and see them at Jordan and Sparkman or at Woody Anderson of Madison on Hughes Road, or visit WoodyAndersonFord.com.
So, what's your favorite meal at Chick-fil-A? We decided to ask the experts at the South Memorial Chick-fil-A.
Hi, my name is Curtis from the South Memorial Chick-fil-A. My favorite meal is the spicy breakfast bowl with a large hash brown and a cherry coke.
Hi, my name is Tyler from the South Memorial Chick-fil-A. My favorite meal is the #1 with a little bit of buffalo on the sandwich and some mayonnaise and a Coca-Cola to drink.
So, what's your favorite meal? Now, find out for yourself today at the South Memorial Chick-fil-A.
Welcome back. Stan McDonald from the Stanton Law Firm. I had lunch with Lewis just recently and with a client of ours, a mutual client, and great to hear all the good things going on at the Stanton Law Firm.
Thank you, Wes. The Stanton Law Firm, as you know, we've discussed before, we're dirt lawyers. We do a lot of real estate, litigation and closing. And yes, my son Lewis McDonald enjoyed meeting you a couple of weeks ago, and a couple of your friends. He is, as you know, he's opened up a commercial closing division. So he's really helping a lot of people who are trying to close, buy, or sell on their commercial property. And he can't be in this community doing business without knowing Wes neighbors.
I don't know about that, but it sure was getting to meet another McDonald and talking a little bit about his grandfather, Coach Dye, and the different things. It was a lot of fun.
Well, your listeners are really going to enjoy meeting Lewis and you in this community. And like I said, at Jacob Title or the Stanton Law Firm, we close business. We close some good commercial closings, residential closings. We appreciate being part of your show.
Not looking or feeling your best? No energy for the things you like to do? Ready to look and feel younger? Make your appointment at Advanced Life Clinic, one of the region's foremost destinations for patients interested in looking and feeling their best. Specializing in advanced laser treatments and weight loss, male and female rejuvenation to offset the effects of aging, and more. See how Advanced Life Clinic can help you enjoy your life again. Call 256-882-6555 or log on advancedlifeclinic.com.
Your roof is the first line of defense for your home. Do you have water stains on your ceiling, paint peeling off your walls, shingles missing? It's probably time for you to get your free roof inspection. Locally owned and operated, licensed, and insured, Yellowhammer Roofing is the Yellowhammer State Hometown Team. Yellowhammer Roofing. Let our family protect what's most important to you, your family. 256-232-1933 or online at yellowhammerroofing.com.
From the Fox 54 Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman. A mostly sunny sky this afternoon. Temperatures climbing into the mid and upper 80s. We drop into the mid 60s through the overnight. A beautiful Saturday afternoon across the Tennessee Valley. A mostly to partly sunny sky. Maybe an isolated shower, but I'm fairly confident we're going to end up staying dry. Temperatures once again climbing into the mid and upper 80s. Mid 60s through the overnight, early into your Sunday morning. Much the same for Sunday afternoon. A mostly sunny sky. Temperatures climbing into the mid and upper 80s. I'm Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman on your home for ESPN Radio, 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Hi, this is Eli Gold, inviting you to start your day with Talkin' Ball with Scott Tyson and Drew DeArmond. Plus, listen daily for the Crimson Tide Today. Your home of Alabama Crimson Tide sports is 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
There you go. Welcome back into the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by the Huntsville Sports Commission. Scott Tyson in our Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard studios, along with Chad Gwathney and a host of interns. We have nowhere to put them, but we appreciate the help each and every Friday. One of these Fridays, we're going to cash it in, and we're going to treat them right. We'll get you a pizza buffet or something for all of the interns and doing all the scores and helping us with all the information. We only can do so much. We've got a huge research department that helps us put this show on each and every Friday. We could not do it without their help. All right, we have gotten into Class 2A. I believe that's where we need to hit, is Class 2A.
Class 2A scores.
All right, Class 2A, Region 8, Tanner over Tharptown, 74-8. Sheffield and Falkville. Falkville goes on the road tonight, gets the best of Sheffield, 58-34. Again, Lexington over Red Bay, 33-22. Class 2A, Region 7, Collinsville over Section, 39-6. Pisgah, your third-ranked team in 2A, winner over Sandrock, 50-7. It's Fife, fourth-ranked team in 2A. They fall from 1-4 after that loss last week. They blanked North Sand Mountain 53-0. And Eider over Whitesburg Christian Academy 28-21. Okay, let's hit the pause button on the 2A scores. And let's go into Class 3A Region 7. We mentioned Madison Academy starting the night, ranked number 4 in Class 3A at home tonight, taking on J.B. Pennington. They come away your winner, 26-21. The head coach of the Madison Academy Mustangs, Bob Godsey, kind enough to join us on the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show. Coach, congratulations on the win.
Well, thank you. We'll take them any way we can get them. Proud of our guys. Wasn't a pretty team. We had a lot of mismatched pieces tonight, but our guys found a way to get it done. And really, just proud of them and how hard they played. And like I said, we just had to overcome a lot of different things. So really throughout the whole week and come away with a win. I think says a little bit about this team.
So with the mixed match pieces, who kind of stood out tonight?
Well, both our running backs ran the ball hard tonight. It wasn't maybe as easy and as clean because we were a little short-handed up front. They ran the ball hard. A.J. Rice played well on defense. Jackson Reeves had another outstanding game at receiver, caught some big balls for us, and Mark Drake caught his first touchdown pass. So we just, it was a good overall team effort. It wasn't pretty at times. Give J.B. Pennington credit. Those guys played extremely hard, slowed the game down. We ran 3 offensive plays, I think, in the second quarter. Whew. So, we had a good game plan coming in. They executed it. I thought we had the game in hand. Next thing we know, they run off, two scores on us. So, just kind of one of those nights, a tough night, and our guys battled through it.
Yeah, the important thing is, like we said at the beginning, you can't win a region, you can't lose a region tonight, but it's always nice to grab that first region win and have it in your back pocket.
It certainly is, and we're happy to do that. Moving into a bye week, we kind of needed, as I said, we're a pretty banged up, beat up football team right now, so we can certainly use a little downtime.
All right, Coach Bob Gonsi, Madison Academy Mustangs. Coach, congratulations on the win, and enjoy that bye week the best you can.
All right, we'll try very much.
All right, thanks. Bob Gonsi, kind enough to join us on the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by the Huntsville Sports Commission. 256-576-4977. You want to give the show a call with your scores or any kind of nugget from your game, feel free to do so on this Friday night. Beautiful night, by the way. Beautiful night for high school football. The temperature sitting around 70 degrees right now. Could not have asked for a better night for a little region play. Now, we did get into some of those 2A scores. Let's finish them up. Class 2A Region 6, Southeastern over Gaston, 46-0. Pleasant Valley over West End, 34-14. It is Locust Fork over Holly Pond, 68-28. Now we get to slip into 1A.
Class 1A scores.
All right, Class 1A Region 8, we park Shoals Christian over Phillips, 50-7. Meek came in tonight, ranked 9th in Class 1A. They get a win over Waterloo, 52-14. It's Addison over Cherokee, 54-6. Class 1A Region 7, Coosa Christian blanks Galesville, 49-0. That one being played on Thursday night. Decatur Heritage gets a win tonight over Valley Head, 34-12. Class 1A Region 6, Wadley over Spring Garden, 41-7, and Raglan over Donahoe, 66-0.
Also got an update. Class 1A Region 7, Woodville was a winner, 11 better than Cedar Bluff, 38-27.
38-27 for Woodville. If I am not mistaken, and I want to talk about Woodville here for just 2 seconds. I believe that is the second win in 3 games for Woodville this year. Actually, no, Woodville's perfect on the year. Woodville opened the year with a win over Whitesburg Christian, and then they took a bye in week 1 of the high school season. They played on week 0, took a bye in week 1. They come back, their first region game of the year. They get a win over Cedar Bluff, and now they have Appalachian next week on the road. In fact, it's 3 straight road games for Woodville, at Appalachian, at Vina, and at Brindley Mountain. Only one of those games is a region game. Vina and Brindley Mountain are going to step out of region. Then it's 4 straight region games to finish the region campaign. Galesville, Decatur Heritage, Valley Head, and Coosa Christian. So a big road win there I should say big home win for Woodville to get that first region win of the season. All right, let's reset it, shall we? Because we have had a lot of stuff going on tonight. I mean, every time we got into a class, it was fantastic ball games. But let's reset it. Let's start with Class 7A. Let's run it through all over again.
Class 7A scores.
All right, the game of the night, Class 7A Region 4 had to have come out in Harvest. Sparkman taking on Austin tonight. The Austin Black Bears would score late, miss a 2-point conversion, trail by 3, have the ball with a game-tying field goal in their sights. The field goes off the mark. Sparkman comes away your winner, 21-18. Huntsville, Grissom meeting each other at Milton Frank Stadium. 52nd meeting between the two teams, and this one would go the way of Huntsville, 31-0. James Clemens, Bob Jones. James Clemens' second half surge. They pull away for the big win tonight, 40-13. And Florence travels 113 miles to open up region play on the road at Albertville. They get it done 28-6. That makes Florence a perfect 4-0 against the Aggies since Albertville joined Class 7A Region 4. Class 6A Region 8 scores, we go.
Class 6A scores.
All right, Lee, a winner, 46-21 over Hazel Green. Gadsden City over Buckhorn, 49-14. It was Fort Payne all over May Jemison on a Thursday night, 61-13. Class 6A Region 7, Muscle Shoals ranked 5th in 5A. They get a 6 and 6A, my bad. They get a 42-0 shutout win over Columbia. Hartzell shuts out Coleman, 42-0. Athens, first 3-0 start since 2006, thanks to a 44-10 win over Decatur. Oxford over Shades Valley, 42-13. Center Point over Huffman, 58-0. Those are your 6A scores. All right, let's get that final break in. When we come back, the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show rolls on, powered by the Huntsville Sports Commission.
Specializing in simple and affordable rentals, McCurry Van and Car Rental can make sure you have just the right vehicle for your next family vacation, weekend getaway, or if you just need transportation while your vehicle is being repaired. McCurry carries Ford Transit vans and Mercedes Sprinter vans, trucks and work vans, and more. And they offer discounted rental rates for long-term rentals. Now with 4 locations: Athens, Muscle Shoals, Coleman, and Huntsville. Log on McCurryRentals.com to make your reservation now. That's McCurryRentals.com.
Normally, when you call a roofing company, all you hear is, you need a new roof. Not when you call Fleming Roofing and Restoration. Since 1965, the folks at Fleming have been focused on what you need, whether it's an easy repair or a full roof replacement, commercial or residential. And when it comes to storm damage, you want Fleming on your side. They know all the ins and outs of insurance claims and will guide you through the entire process. Log on FlemingHSV.com and book your free estimate today. Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
The state's largest orthopedic group is growing to meet the needs of the patients in our community. The Orthopedic Center has long been the most trusted name in orthopedics in North Alabama. So as our area continues on the fast track, so does the need for premier orthopedic care anywhere and anytime you need it. TOC is proud to announce the opening of our new locations in Albertville and Hampton Cove, along with the grand opening of our newest office in Decatur. These clinics will offer the same high-quality orthopedic care you have come to associate with TOC, with the convenience of being closer to home. As a patient, your time is your most precious asset, and we recognize that at TOC. That's why we are also proud to announce the opening of our urgent ortho clinics to handle those bumps and bruises that need prompt attention. These clinics are available to care for acute orthopedic injuries with no appointment necessary. With 38 physicians, 20 centers of excellence, and now more than a dozen locations to serve you, TOC will continue to be the name you turn to for the best orthopedic care at the right time. Visit our website at visittoc.com for more information. TOC, helping you live a better life.
The End Zone Sports Bar has done it again. This time, they're bringing their jumbo wings, handcrafted burgers, Tex-Mex, and New York-style pizza to the Mid-City District with their new location on McMurtry Drive Northwest opposite the Target Plaza. Tuesdays at the End Zone means half-price burgers, and Wednesday is $1 jumbo wings all day long. The End Zone also features Sunday ticket for all your NFL viewing. The newest End Zone Sports Bar in the Mid-City District on McMurtry near the Target Plaza. Get in the End Zone.
Sitting here with Mark Kent of Southern Fidelity Mortgage Group of Huntsville. Mark, do you help pre-qualify people?
We pre-qualify people all the time, Wes. As a matter of fact, I love having them coming in here because when they come in and they pre-qualify, they can leave my office knowing exactly how much they can buy and have no worries.
Mark, tell me about your rates and pricing.
Well, Wes, this is something we're really, really proud of. Long story short is I love being able to provide the best pricing in town. Honestly, I cannot tell you the last time I lost a deal to either rate or pricing, something I'm very proud of.
So what all financing options do you have, Mark?
We do several different things. If you're purchasing a home, we can handle the purchase. If you're wanting to refinance your home, of course, rates are at the lowest they've been in the last 3 years. We do a lot of refinancing. If you're building a home, we can handle the entire process from breaking ground to the final close.
Do you sleep with your phone?
Wes, if you want to reach me, you can call me at my office phone, which is 256-562-1000. But always remember, I sleep with my cell phone at night. That number is 256-656-5936.
From Coleman to Fayetteville and all points in between.
Son, pull the hammer back. Smokey's coming at you in a plain white wrapper.
97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
All right, welcome back into the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show Hotline. Short time left here on the show. We want to drop you in, and we want to drop you back into a little bit of Class 4A football. The Randolph Raiders on the road tonight to kick off region play, Class 4A Region 8. We already had Jimmy Lay call in, and he updated us on Westminster Christian North Jackson. Brandon Mush with 8 touchdowns on the night, 4 passing, 4 rushing, in a 56-28 win for Westminster Christian. But the Randolph Raiders victorious tonight, 46-12 on the road at St. John Paul II. And for those that were listening in Huntsville on 97.7 ESPN The Zone, Drew DeArmond was on that call tonight and kind enough to join us in the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show studios. Randolph victorious tonight, 46-12.
Yeah, Scott, I wasn't able to see a high-scoring game. I heard y'all talking about Wes Morgan and Brooks almost ran off the road.
Not a misprint. Not a misprint. And 34 points for Wes Morgan in the third quarter alone. They had 42 total in the first half.
Well, and then and Brandon Mush, what a talent he is, and I saw that final score. They outscored North Jackson, I guess 56-35, but
56-28.
It's 56-28. My apologies. I thought I had seen the score from Jimmy Lay, but yeah, I mean, unbelievable performance for them. But it was a gutsy performance from the Raiders. They were a little banged up coming into the game. But it was a really good first half, very competitive. It was a 19-12 game at the half, and really the turning point in the game, it was 13-12 Randolph. It looked like the JP2 Falcons were going to score late in the second half and maybe have a halftime lead, but they fumbled inside the 10-yard line. It was recovered by Park Strickland at the 6, and then the Raiders turned around and had a 94-yard drive that they scored right before the end of the half, Scott, with under a minute to go to make it 19-12. And then they came out in the second half. Coach Jeremy Matthews and his defensive staff, man, I don't know what they did. They got to bottle it because they held JP2 to 3 first downs, only 1 when it mattered, which was early in the third quarter, and then really shut them down, outscoring them 27-0 in that second half just to pull away and win that game 46-12. But it was a really good team win for Randolph. And like I said, man, it was a gut check for the guys because they needed to get off to a good start. And they were able to run the football. Graham Beatty had his first 100-yard game, had a big touchdown in the first half. William Collins had a couple of touchdown runs. And then the young quarterback, William Mitchell, threw a 17-yarder to Rowan Campbell and then ran for 3. So, and that, along with the great defense in the second half, was able to salt it away for Randolph.
How big was that win tonight for Randolph? Well, next week they travel to North Jackson, which is an awfully tough place to play. Then it's Brandon Mush and company, Westminster Christian Academy, coming to Randolph. That is the lineup for the next 2 weeks for Randolph.
Yeah, and that could go a long way to taking control of 4A Region 8, Scott. If they could get a road win, and we know that North Jackson's not going to be in a great mood after Brandon Mush put on a show tonight, but certainly that's going to be a tough road trip for the Raiders next week. But if you get a win there, and then you come back to Sports Med Field right before the bye to face Brandon Mush and his 10,000-plus yards, and I would assume he's also accumulated over 100 touchdowns in his career.
Yeah.
What a storied career he's had. But he got injured against Lee and missed the fourth quarter, but he was back with a vengeance tonight, and he's going to be hard to stop. And certainly, if they're both undefeated they come 2 weeks, that's going to be quite a showdown at Sports Med Field, potentially with the Raiders and the Wildcats.
All right, Drew DeArmond with us, talking a little bit of Randolph Raider football. Good job tonight. Enjoy the few hours of break, and we'll refocus and do it again next week. All right, we've got to get through some more of these scores. Class 6A Region 8, Lee, a winner tonight over Hazel Green, 46-21. Buckhorn falls to Gadsden City, 49-14. Some interesting developments in that one late. Some, Gadsden City, Buckhorn throwing late. I don't know. 143 touchdowns for Brandon Mush's career right now. 143 touchdowns. Columbia, Muscle Shoals gets a win 42-0. Hartselle shuts out Coleman. Athens' first 3-0 start since 2006. They get a win over Decatur, 44-10. Oxford, Shades Valley, Class 6A Region 6. Oxford, a 42-13 winner. It's Center Point over Huffman, 58-0. All right, Class 5A, here we go. I love this part, Chad. This is where we lightning fire.
Class 5A scores.
All right, Class 5A Region 8, West Point over Vinemont, 33-28. Russellville over Lawrence County, 37-7. Fairview over East Limestone, 56-21. Brewer stays off an Ardmore comeback, 21-19. Brewer gets the win. Hey, Chad, Boaz Scottsboro. What do we got for Boaz Scottsboro?
Sorry, I was trying to get ready for the show to end.
I know.
Scottsboro 63, Boaz 31.
All right, there you go. Arab winners over Douglas, 21-14. Class 4A, Randolph a winner. Westminster Christian a winner. Priceville a winner. New Hope's a winner over DAR, 56-6. Rogers is a winner. Deschler a winner. Central Florence a winner. West Morgan 83-56 winners over Brooks. Tell you what, we did our best in an hour. We did our best in an hour from the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by the Huntsville Sports Commission. We'll be back at it next week, week 2 of Region Play, week 3 of the high school football season. Many thanks to our interns. Many thanks to Chad Gwathney, Scott Tyson. We'll see you back here next Friday night.